turn to Erik Prince. Erik, you've heard the Voice of America. It was like this the first hour, too. People are incredibly frustrated. They have the Archbishop of Rowan, who was the senior ecclesiastical member of the city where the parish was, where the priest was beheaded, as they forced him to kneel at the end of Mass in front of a bunch of nuns, or a couple of nuns, where they filmed his beheading and then preached in Arabic from the altar. And the Archbishop referred to the two jihadis who did that as victims. Give us, Erik, you're a professional in this area. People are frustrated. If you want to take the fight to ISIS, if we want to destroy ISIS, if they're the existential threat that they say they are to us, what do we do?
Well, here's what the Trump administration needs to do, because I can't imagine the Clinton administration contemplating actually ending the ISIS scourge. And it's not just a matter of cutting off the head of the snake. It's about chewing up and destroying the entire snake. Three things. One, you've got to take away any claim they have to a caliphate. That means destroying any conventional force they have in Iraq or Syria. Okay? They don't hold anything. They don't own any land or provide any governance anywhere. You drive them back to being a 2 and 4 cell at best terrorist operation.
Do you put American? Are you prepared? Would you be prepared to commit American ground combat forces to accomplish that?
No, it's not necessary. I would not leave this to the DoD to sort it out. When you look at what the U.S. government's response after 9/11 was, the CIA did a phenomenal job of organizing local forces, contracting forces, and using bits and pieces of conventional American combat power to crush the Taliban in a matter of weeks. After 9/11, the best the DoD offered that fall, while the Pentagon is still smoldering, was airstrikes, missile strikes, and a Ranger raid. The U.S. military, with a $600 billion budget, did not want to go into Afghanistan before the following spring because they were afraid of the Afghan winter. That's my concern about letting a very conventional, largely bureaucratic U.S. military be the lead on this. It should be the intelligence community, because this is a non-state actor that we're fighting against, not a Russian or not a big conventional army. So, A, let the intelligence community empower the DCI to sort this out. It does not take many people to crush ISIS conventionally. 2, that takes away ISIS's major sources of funding, be it oil sales, extortion, kidnapping, and the sales of relics, of historical antiquities. Okay? 2, a Phoenix-like program. Okay? Remember, the Phoenix program was a root canal done.
You mean Phoenix? This is the Phoenix program. This is the Phoenix. Hang on. This is the Phoenix program in Vietnam.
It was a vicious but very effective kill capture program in Vietnam that destroyed the Viet Cong as a military force. That's what needs to be done to the funders of Islamic terror, and that would be even the wealthy radical Islamist billionaires funding it from the Middle East. And any of the other illicit activities they're in. Okay, the main tumor of this problem is in Iraq and Syria, with other metastasis, other cancer cells, if you will, in the likes of Somalia and Libya, northeastern Nigeria, those kind of places. Those can be very quickly destroyed with a little bit of innovation and no need for uniformed U.S. or allied forces. And then 3, to destroy, so you've destroyed their land, you've taken away any land from them, you've taken away their funding, and believe me, by taking away their land and killing thousands and thousands of whatever their ISIS foot soldiers are, okay, we're not there to rehab them, they need to be room temperature. You take away a huge incentive of their recruiting. And then 3rd, you have to destroy them on the internet. And that means with a very capable IT proctology program to dig in and to find where these jihadist sites are being hosted, where they're being issued from, and you go and you find, fix, and finish them at the internet server level and destroy their ability to communicate even on the web. If you do that, you're never going to kill off ISIS completely, but I think you take out 95 to 98% of it, and we don't have to get used to priests being slaughtered at their church, at their altar, or people being driven over by a bus, or being gunned down while at a nightclub, or the things that the Obama administration and the Clinton administration or the Clinton campaign seems like they want us to be used to.
Mr. Prince, if you were to be empowered to do this, how long do you think, how many years would it take before you felt, if you were actually able to implement the destruction of the Caliphate program, the new Phoenix program, which would be the kill and capture of their funders, and also this Internet, really this all-out attack on the Internet, cyber warfare against them? How many years? Is this a 10-year program, a 15-year program, 4 or 5 years?
This is a 1-year program. Believe me, Al-Qaeda did not anticipate how quickly a few ballsy people at the CIA put them on their back heels. Okay? This is a matter of willpower, authorities, and funding. There's still Americans that have the know-how and the capabilities to do this, but they have been caged, leashed, and muzzled by an impotent administration for the last 8 years, really for the last 10 years, because the Dems were even attacking any kind of effective counterterrorism measures in the last years of the Bush administration as well.
Erik Prince, the founder of Blackwater. Erik, thank you for taking time away today. I know you're very busy to join us here on Breitbart News Daily and lay out your 3-point program for the total and complete destruction of ISIS. Thank you, sir.
You bet, sir. Thanks.